Alright everyone, welcome to another video, and in today's video I will be giving one fact on every zombies map Treyarch. We are not including Vanguard or MW3. Here we go. Did you know that Noct was made in World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, part of the map Transit, part of the map Revelations, and part of the map D Machine, making it the most remastered map of all time. Also on Verrückt, only on the World at War version, there is Verrückt Sprinters. But while on Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3, for some reason there is no Verrückt Sprinters, which honestly I wish there was. Whether it was a glitch or not, on the World at War version, I think it added so much to the map and made it feel like you were really in an asylum. Now, in Shirunuma, on a certain bookshelf in a hut, if you interact with that bookshelf, you will hear a zombified Richthofen laughing, which is probably his diary, right? Or speculated, which is it's definitely on the Reist. But there's two chalkboards that has a ton of algebraic and complex mathematical questions on it. And also, moving into Black Ops 1 Zombies, Kino der Toten was actually supposed to be a part of World at War, which honestly, I'm kind of glad it was in Black Ops 1 instead. 5. Now, 5, on Black Ops 1 release, it was a free map, but you could only unlock the map by completing the campaign of Black Ops 1. Then you could play 5 and Kino der Toten, although naturally most people did Kino der Toten. Now, in Ascension, it is one of the very few maps to introduce multiple Perk-a-Colas in one map. Now, that's not including Black Ops 4, because Black Ops 4 perk system's completely different. It's like 20 perks on launch anyway, so. In Call of the Dead, when you just complete the Easter egg, when you kill George, you will, every time, you would get a Death Machine power-up and a free Perk-a-Cola drop. But instead, you get the free Perk-a-Cola drop, but after completing the EE on that account, if you load into Call of the Dead on the same account, you will get the Wunderwaffe as a Death Machine. Now, also that makes it very helpful for the Call of the Dead high rounds, even though, because Call of the Dead high rounds are very hard. Speaking of a very hard map, Shangri-La. It is one of the handful of maps that have a fast travel method that takes you to only one place. In this case, it would be the minecart. Now, as we get the end of Black Ops 1 Zombies in Moon, to escape the Cosmonaut, all you have to do is just turn around and run, but it can be hard to do sometimes and will result in likely failure if there was zombies surrounding to you before you got picked up by the Cosmonaut. So it might be better just teleport. Now, in Transit, I actually never knew this for a long time. There's actually no fire cell power-up in Transit, which I think is crazy, honestly. I never realized that, but now honestly, fire cell would have been really good on this map because of how big it was. Speaking of big maps, on Die Rise, on this map, and, the trailer on this map, they teased the Perk-a-Cola PhD Flopper, which is a big shame, because if any map on Black Ops 2 really needed PhD Flopper, it was not Origins, it would have been Die Rise. I just think that was a shame, right? Now, moving on past the dark ages of Black Ops 2, well, I kind of like this map. On Nuketown, did you know that on round 25 is during the events of Moon, and on round 25, the zombies' eyes turn blue, signaling that Ultimus Richthofen is now controlling them for this part of Black Ops 2. Now, moving on to the really good maps, Jason Blundell has just entered. Here we go. In Mob of the Dead, if you play as different characters and complete certain tasks, there are rare conversations between the prisoners that reveal even more about their personalities and their shared history with each other. In Origins, now, this is a rumor that could be true, but could also be fake, but the rumor is the Crazy Place was supposed to be a lot more big and a lot more expansive, and was supposed to have a lot more than just you putting in the stabs and a few wall buys, which honestly would have been really good, but at the same time, it's also a good thing that they stopped, because you know how big the map Origins is? Now, moving on to Black Ops 3 and Shadows of Evil. When you spawn in and you look up to the little, I don't know what you even call it, but like a little balcony kinda, you can see the Shadow Man. Now if you shoot him with the RK5, you will pass 5 rounds. Now I think the max you can go is round 15, which is pretty useful, just in general. Now I didn't really do one for the Giant, but in Drak, there's a special melee weapon that you get by using the clock, and you get the clock hands to say 935. When you do that, you will get a plunger that can one-hit the Panzer Soldats, which I honestly think this is very helpful. In Detective Onishima, on round 50, near the Lab B, you can see what is rumored to be some sort of monster out there, and honestly, I kind of think so. Now, moving into Gorod Krovi, apparently the shield of this map, the Guard of Fafnir, can be upgraded, which pretty helpful, right? But on Revelations, the little Arnie can be upgraded, which is very helpful, right? Now, I find this one kind of funny. In Voyage of Despair Black Ops 4, the wonder weapon is the Kraken, and obviously it has different elements, but I think it was like a reveal. Mr. TLX5 says he pulled the Kraken from the box, and it was so bad in his opinion that he had to go ask if it was a wonder weapon, which I just think is, man, unfortunate, bro. Black Ops 4 should have been so much better, and it had so much potential. In 9, the shield is actually called the Brazen Bull, which actually I think fits the map pretty good. It just sounds good, rolls off the tongue pretty good too, Brazen Bull. Now moving into the Ether story map, in Blood of the Dead, as you know, originally in Mob of the Dead, there was the Blundergat and then the Acid Gat. Well, in Blood of the Dead, you still have the Acid Gat and Blundergat, but now you have an additional elemental upgrade to our selection, the Magma Gat, which is arguably the best one in Black Ops 4. Now, in Classified, I always thought this was so dumb. The Easter egg on this map is to hit round 150, which at launch, it was probably going to blue screen, which is bad. Now, moving on to a Chaos story map that not many people are proud of, Dead of the Night. This map had no trailer, no intro cutscene for like a trailer, no announcement. It's just people on Reddit were like, hey, Dead of the Night's out. And like people will play it in videos, and people are like, what is that map over here at this time frame? Because it was marketed so bad, and it was also bad that it was really the first DLC. Now, by the way, these are not in order because I don't remember the order for Black Ops 4 maps. But in Alpha Omega, the Avogadro came back on this map, and it also has 4 elemental ray gun Mark IIs, if I'm correct. In Ancient Evil, it features 4 unique elemental gauntlets that I actually found really cool. Because, who suspected it to be a gauntlet? Now, for Tog der Toten, the final Ether story map that we have so far, and it's probably going to be the last Ether story, you play as the Victus crew. Now, you do get to see Primus Nikolai kill off the rest of Primus and Ultimus to do what Primus Richtofen couldn't. But I just found it a little bit disappointing how he had to play as Victus, Now, moving into Cold War, D Machine actually brought back a lot of people to the zombies community and revived it a little bit. Obviously, after the tears of Black Ops 4. Now, next up in Firebase Z, we had the Reike. But another thing, I'm not very interested in the Dark Ether storyline, meaning Cold War, Vanguard, newer Modern Warfare 3 zombies, and Black Ops 6. Maybe it can slowly get interesting, but for now I'm just not the most interested in it as I was with the Ether story from World at War to Black Ops 4, that were trailer games. But in Firebase Z, this was the first map to show the Dark Ether story character, Rayanov, which sounds a lot like Reznov, and they're both Russian, I think Soviet technically, but get the point, right? Now, in Malware der Toten, it actually takes place in the divided sectors of Berlin, west and east. And I don't have to explain this. Forsaken is the laziest layout of all time. Come on now. Now, in Liberty Falls, there's a meme where people just call it Liberty Balls. Most people like the map. We just call it Liberty Balls. I don't know why. Now in Terminus, the Beam Smasher, which is the Wonder Weapon, is only accessible through the box, right? And on Citadel the Mort, the swords, the 4 elemental swords, got nerfed even more at one point. Now I think they got buffed again, if I'm correct, but I'm pretty sure that they got nerfed at one point, right? Now, as for the Tomb, which is probably the worst map in Black Ops 6 in my opinion, but people thought this was going to be an Origins remastered and reimagined, which honestly, looking back on it, I would have liked that more than what the Tomb turned out to be, honestly. Now, for the final map that we have so far, I might make an updated version later on. Shattered Vile, dude, I forgot how to say it, honestly. But the Wonder Waff, we recently figured out that the Wonder Waff is able to be obtained by doing a quest or just hitting the box, and I'm pretty sure same with the Raygun Mark II. Now that's it right now. I hope you enjoyed the video.